So what we've got here is a few words for you about, dare I say, the pandemic, about how we're feeling right now, about the fact that our lives have completely just been dumped upside down and all of our routines are off. What do we do? We're going to look at that in today's episode of Flowdreaming number 628. How to feel better, even in this pandemic, because there are ways, and it's more important than ever that each of us right now has our minds and our hearts clear and positive. So stay with me. Flowdreaming. It's a show where we talk about the power of your mind to change your world around you, to literally affect the fabric of your reality. We talk about this feeling of hope and joy and relief. And that is what being aware of your flow does. It gives you a feeling of power again in your lives. Breathe. I'm Summer McStravick, and welcome to another episode of Flowdreaming. So I thought I would just start by sharing with you kind of what's going on in my world and in my home right now. My family, we've been voluntarily quarantining. I have not left the house actually in 8 days. I came down with a bit of a flu myself. And recognizing that we have no test kits, I decided to stay home. And then the schools closed, and the rest of my family is now all home with me. And what are we doing? How are we going to weather this out? Why? Why are we choosing even to stay home right now? I've been talking with, a lot of family, a lot of friends, all of you actually, a lot of it on social media going back and forth. And one of the reasons that we're staying home right now is, like I keep saying to the kids, it's not because I want to protect you necessarily from getting ill, knowing that pretty much most of us are going to be exposed, but I want to protect Grandma. There's an aspect of social responsibility. And the social responsibility for me, I realized, feels really good. It feels active. It feels like something I can do. I know that none of us are going to be out there right now distributing and redistributing crud around. And that feels great. So here we are. We're all home. We've been in our pajamas quite a bit, I must admit. It's like snow days, just extended on and on and on. But it's giving us all a chance to rethink a lot of things. What do we do when we have time to ourselves? What do we do when there's unexpectedly no homework? When unexpectedly all the things I was planning on doing at work here, I've, shoved to the side in large part. There are things that nobody wants to hear right now. No one wants to hear about new programs launching and going big. That's not the space we're in. We're in a very different space. And each one of us really needs to kind of go in, figure out what that is. We're making adjustments. We're pivoting. We're changing our routines. And whenever we change our routines, there's a breaking in period where it feels weird, wrong, not comfortable. And when the media and TV and people around us, everybody is saying, be really, really afraid. While we're in an uncomfortable period because we're changing our routines, it's almost like it's an emotional exposure. We're not just having a physical exposure right now. We're all experiencing a huge emotional exposure to a kind of pathogen, a pathogen of fear. This does not mean, I want to clarify, this does not mean we don't pay attention and we don't take smart steps. I know myself, my family, we're actually behaving a little more extreme than most people I know. They have their kids home from school, but their kids are still going out and hanging out at, yogurt shops and my daughter, who's a teenager, is kicking and screaming, why can't I? And I say, I don't want you out there participating in something that's going to potentially be detrimental to the people who are going to need to get treated. It's just not worth it. What's a few weeks? It's not worth it. That's smart. It's rational. And it makes me feel empowered. What doesn't make me feel empowered is the fear contagion, which is all about you're going to get it, and here are the numbers, and you know what I mean? It's like gobbling up. You ever opened up a bag of something, really bad for you, Twinkies or ding dongs? Anybody ever eat those anymore? All right, even potato chips, right? And it's so good while you're eating them. You're like, oh, this is wonderful. And then you get to the end and there's this feeling of deep inner regret. Like, oh, why did I do that? Now it's gone and now I regret. That's how I often feel after I've spent a little too long on my phone and I'm going deeper and deeper into articles and watching and participating in things that at the end of the day may have been exciting and heart pumping, but then I leave and I feel like, oh, is that helping me? Did I already get what I needed right in the beginning, which was don't go out, be safe, right? Do things remotely. Whatever you can do, how can you contribute? How can you stand up and be part of this? That feels good. But the icky feeling of the overindulging, that feels bad. So that's the first thing I want to share with you guys. Remember now more than ever, what you feel is what you create. I just put out an email to everybody who's on my email list, saying something really close to that. We always talk about what we feel is what we create when things are good, right? We talk about it in terms of, I am going to shine my light. I'm going to share my gifts. I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to put my ideas in the world. I'm going to make things and build things and become something. And ooh, it feels really good. And I'm going to go big and I'm supported and the universe has my back and like good stuff, right? But notice the bubble that we often feel more comfortable feeling that in. When things are generally going good around us, it's easier to feel that way. But when things take a turn, as they have now, collectively, right? We're all in this. Even if I'm telling my flow, I'm sailing through in a state of ease and grace, I'm still participating with each one of you right now in what we're all going through. And what I'm seeing is that feeling of ease and going big and the luxury of saying, I feel supported so I can blah, blah, blah. That feeling has sort of dropped out for a lot of us, just dropped right out the bottom. What feelings are we getting instead? Fear, be afraid, be worried. Focus on that. Focus on the potential negative. What you feel is what you create. This is not just applicable to the good times. It is applicable to all times. I'd go so far as to say it's applicable now more than ever. If you can do it when you're supported, try doing it when you're not as supported. You want to find out where you are in your heart, in your growth, in your stamina, in your emotional growth, emotional stamina, energetic stamina? Practice this right now with me. I feel good. I feel positive. I feel hopeful. I feel in a state of power. Things come to me that I can do that will be good for others. I am part of a network of support in my family, in my community. And I am weathering this. And we will all weather this. And we are all getting through this. And this has an expiration date like everything else. Again, to refer to that email I just sent out. Every generation has one or more pretty intense challenges. Goes without saying. And if we say to ourselves, oh, we won't, who are we kidding? We have climate change, which is something that isn't so clear cut, but it's there. Our future generations are going to have a continuous roll of things to be challenged by. And we now are being challenged as well. We have a pandemic. Pandemics are common. This is not the first time humanity's had them. We're better equipped, much, much better equipped than ever before, despite all the shortcomings and failings of some of our medical systems. We're still better equipped. Remember, we had parents, grandparents, who went through World War II. All those people storming the beaches of Normandy, all of those people in Vietnam being airlifted out. We had 2008 and 2009 when the stock market crashed, and whether or not that made an impact on you. There were years that the economy was hit and needed to recover. And people were very afraid. Remember that? People were like, people up in the stock market and business and banking, they were throwing themselves out of windows. We forget that. We weathered it. We weathered 9/11. We will weather this. We will weather this. So who do you want to be in this right now? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be retracted? Do you want to be playing safe? Do you want to be in a state of fear and responsiveness, reactionary to what the world is erupting right now, which is like a big fear volcano? You've been doing the work. If you've been listening to this show for any amount of time, if you've been playing with Flowdreaming, you've been doing the work. You've been preparing yourself for this more than most people. You've been emotionally preparing yourself for this. You've been energetically preparing yourself for this. Better than most people, you are equipped to go up into your mind and your heart and your energy to go into flow right now and say, hey, yeah, we have this big thing. Who am I going to be in this right now? What am I going to be creating in this right now? What is my perspective and where am I going to go with this and how am I contributing to this and how far do I want to retract? Enough to be safe, but not enough to close down. What's the balance for me? Where's that place where I feel strong, thoughtful, like I've done the right things, taken the right measures? But I'm also feeling like I'm pouring out light. I'm pouring out an antidote, a counterweight to what everybody else out there is feeling. Who's going to do it if not you? If you're waiting for someone else to be doing this, if you're waiting for the news to do it, if you're waiting for your politicians to do it, if you're waiting for your family to do it, they're probably not going to be doing it. They haven't been so far. You're doing it. It's you. Now this is in your hands. If you have ever said, I'm a light worker, well, guess what? This is where you start pouring out your light. This is where you're looking at fear and you're looking at all of this feeling around you of everything's collapsing and changing and, oh gosh, my routines are changing. I'm feeling the discomfort. And yet you also say, I'm getting a lot of sleep. My immunity is going up. I'm projecting and spreading not fear, but a sense of ease, confidence. We've got this. I am here. I am healthy. And I'm there for you. What do you need, world? I'm not sick. I'm well. And because I'm well, what do you need, world? I'm here. I'm not hiding. I'm here. And I'm letting that light and that confidence and that serenity and that inner power radiate out from me. How can I be of service? How can I be of service emotionally? How can I be of service mentally? How can I be of service physically? Because you can be of service in all of these ways, starting with this most basic way. By feeling good, by feeling in your power, by not being afraid, by refusing to contribute more of that fear energy, and in fact, providing a counterweight. So with that, I want us all now to just take a few moments and really feel that with me. Yeah, we're going to go into flow right now. And I'm going to help you feel what I've been practicing feeling, doubling down on this, guys. More than ever. I'm feeling it for me, feeling it for my husband, my kids. We're all home for the next foreseeable future, weeks, maybe months. And yet I'm not letting that scare me. I'm saying things are shifting and I shift with it. I ride the top of the wave. I am not crushed under it. I am skilled. I've been practicing this. And now I get to do it. And now I get to help you do it. Because it's there. And don't kid yourselves that it's not. It's there. This space, this feeling, this contribution is yours to give, to receive, if you want it. So you guys ready? Let's do this. Close your eyes right now. Take a deep breath. A nice, relaxed inhalation. And exhaling. Let your shoulders drop. Keep breathing. Roll your neck on your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Release your brow. Relaxed. Noticing where your body has been holding fear, holding tension, holding back. Let your mind travel to those places in your body. Maybe your abdomen, maybe your shoulders. And release it. Release the tension. Release the bracing. Because right now you're remembering something about yourself. What you're remembering is, I've been practicing for this. I've been practicing. I've been preparing. I am more prepared than most people I know. To be in a state of positivity, of clarity, of confidence. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I know what it's like to expect ease, to expect that I will be in a state of divine timing. That divine timing isn't just for when things are wonderful. Divine timing is all the time. And I trust that. I trust it deeply. So while I may not know where things are going, I do know that it is still in divine timing, and that trust in me doesn't waver, it doesn't stop, it doesn't change just because things outside and around me have changed. That part of me is so strong, so real. I could feel it in me. It's like a strong burning flame, a candle. It doesn't go out. It is there, and it is clear, and it is as strong as can be, filling me, filling my energy, feeling my aura, filling my soul right now. I am clear. I am aware. I am strong. I am prepared. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for anything divine timing and life should give to me or to the people that I love or to the world around me. Those fears that have been swirling, I can see them flying above my head like little dark birds flying in a circle. I can capture each one in my hand, stroke its little feathers, and put it down. One after another, fear of this, fear of that, I collect and capture them all. Those birds are tired of circling. Their wings are tired. The fears are tired. I catch them. I smooth their feathers down, and I put them in little nests. And I say, you rest there now. You rest there. Yes, there may be many things that are different in my life, or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to be very pleasantly surprised, and many things will return to absolute normal or near normal way faster than I realized or thought. Wouldn't that be a blessing? Oh, gosh, that's a feeling I like. Hey, I want more of that. I want to contribute that because if no one else is, I sure am. I wonder what else I can be contributing. How about more feelings like that? How about things get really clear and get really right? How about things get worked out? How about the people who need help get help? How about I and everyone else realizes, oh my God, there are some amazing changes that are coming out of this. God, humanity is going to be saved. Saved not just from the pandemic, but perhaps from all kinds of other things that were looming on our horizon. Maybe the global climate will become improved because we'll be making changes. We'll look back and we're going to say, oh my God, what a blessing. Who knew? Look at all those things we started to do differently. Who knew? Wow, I'm honored to have been part of that. Is that weird to say? I'm honored to have been part of that. That's how I feel, though. I feel this outpouring right now of inner pride, of responsibility, of knowing I stood up. I was doing it. I was part of it. I did my thing. I was clear. Someone else cried and was upset, and I comforted. And I was there, and I said, hey, we've got this. We're ready. We're ready. You can start being ready right now. Ready in your heart, ready emotionally, ready in your energy, ready in every way. Hey, we're ready. You know why? Because I know what's in you, and I know there's love in you, and I know that there is foresight in you, and I know that there's interconnectivity and a desire for the common good, and I know we're ready and willing to put down these divides and these differences, and I know we all want to be healthy. And we're going to do what we need to do for each other. I don't care where you live. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your lifestyle is. I don't care what political party you are. We're going to all live. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Because every time I say that, something goes bigger in me and it gets stronger in me. And I realize I'm meant for this and I'm made for this, and we all are. And these feelings pump me full of health. They pump up my immunity. They pump up my inner strength. They pump up my energy, my everything. And now I am pouring this out everywhere I go. And everyone who comes in contact with me, my family, my friends, all the people I'm working with and talking with on my online communities, remotely, at work, all of them. They're getting this from me now. They're feeling this from me now. I am a transmitter. And that's what I'm transmitting. I'm there for you. We are well. We are prepared. Let's do this. And that is the feeling now that continues to be in me, spreading outward through my heart, through my energy and life. Even as I return from flow and open my eyes. Now, friends, there were a few points there where I experienced whole body shivers, like goosebumps. There were a few moments when I really felt my heart kind of opening and flooding out. I call it going into joy, going into ecstasy. It's a weird side effect of some of my experiences when I had cancer. That a strange ability. And I hope that I transmitted that feeling to you as well, that you joined me in it, that you could follow me with my voice and my feeling and my energy that I've encapsulated right here, right now for you. I want you to listen to this. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel burdened, now you know you can throw that off. And not only that, but when you get into the feeling we just experienced, you are 3 times the light, 3 times the strength. You're picking up where other people are falling down. You're compensating for them. And that is one of the most powerful things we can do right now. What is an army of light workers if we don't mobilize when we're needed? So do it. Be it. So if you are new to Flowdreaming, I'm not even going to bother to explain what it is we just did. Yes, it's an emotional energy, kind of spatial, multispatial, multidimensional exercise way of being. It's communication. It's an opening of a channel. We get there through guided daydreaming, visualization, and then we let ourselves move out of time and space. It's gorgeous, and it's a gift from God. So if you don't know how to do it and you want to get better at what we just did, be sure to go to my website, flowdreaming.com. There's a free kit. Download it. It will teach you, help you practice getting into the space, feeling it, doing this. And to everyone else, if you are not on my email list, please, please, please get on right now. I have made a commitment over the next few weeks. Everything that I send out is about strength. It's about feeling good. It is a commitment to a truly positive counterweight. I have been realizing that not many people are doing this right now. So I've got to step up and do it. And I've cleared everything else off my list. All of my me school, I was enrolling people this spring. I have stopped. I've cleared everything so I can do this work. And this work is the work you're doing and we're all doing. So please get on the list. The easiest way to do it if you at some point dropped off, or especially if you did like an opt-out at some point, is to go to the website and then click to get the free kit. That will put you back on. And then you can start getting some articles like that just, I hope, come in your inbox and make you feel damn freaking good. All right? This is our vitamin pill for the next few weeks. Okay, everybody, I love you. I'm going to come back pretty soon with another episode, sharing some ways that I am actually coping with this, going through this, some positive things, how I'm using this space to really kind of emerge and honestly come out bigger than when I went in. And I want to share it with you so that you can all be doing the same. My love to you all. Please stay healthy, stay well. I know you will. It starts from the inside, right? Health starts from your own inner energy. Be well. My love to you all. Hey friends, let's just take a second to point out a few really awesome resources for you. Every week you hear me do this program as I wax on about some particular aspect of energy or life or growth. But I also have an amazing website that's filled with a decade of information all on the same things, including the Flowdreaming shop, where you can find all sorts of Flowdreams, over 150 of them, that will help you fix up and shape up all different areas of your life. By the way, all the Flowdreams can be listened to on your phone or mobile device. You just have to have the app for that. So if you don't have that yet, just open up your app store in whatever kind of device you're on and download Flowdreaming. You'll find a couple of apps, actually. They're both free. And that will help you get even more deep into the world of flow. And with that, we're back to the program.